Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultan of Oman television. First, the headlines. Condolences of His Majesty the Sultan on the death of Sheikh Khalifa bin Hamad Al Thani are conveyed by His Highness Said Shihab bin Tariq Al Said. The Joint Arab and European Conference on Public Administration focuses on enhancing cooperation and exchanging expertise among government bodies. Improving the judicial work environment and achieving justice, top recommendations of the 7th Conference of Arab Supreme Court's Chamber. And the 25th of December is decided to be the voting date for Municipal Council elections of the second term. Those are the headlines, and now the news in detail. As an envoy of His Majesty the Sultan, Sultan Qaboos bin Said, His Highness Said Shihab bin Tariq Al Said conveyed in Doha today the condolences and sympathy of His Majesty the Sultan on the death of Sheikh Khalifa bin Hamad Al Thani. During conveying the condolences, His Highness Said Shihab was accompanied by His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Sheikh Mohammed bin Saeed Al Kalbani, Minister of Social Development and Charge the Affairs of the Sultan's Embassy in Qatar. His Highness Said Shihab bin Tariq Al Said arrived in Doha to convey condolences of His Majesty the Sultan on the death of His Highness Sheikh Khalifa bin Hamad Al Thani. He was received upon arrival by a number of officials in the sisterly state of Qatar. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sent cable of greetings to Her Excellency Doris Boris, Interim President of the Republic of Austria, on her country's National Day. The Sultan, represented by the Institute of Public Administration IPA, hosted today a joint conference between the European Group for the Public Administration, Aix-Marseille University, the Middle East and North Africa Public Administration Research Network, and the Institute of Public Administration in the Kingdom of Bahrain. The 4-day conference is being held under the auspices of His Highness Said Asad bin Tariq Al Said under the theme Updating Human Resources Management and Performance of Public Institutions. The conference will discuss several themes such as training issues, as training employees in the public sector is considered important for the government performance and the foundation in building human resources policies and the strategic vision of the human resources. The most important goals of the conference are exchanging expertise among government agencies in the European countries and the Arab counterparts, aims at presenting best experiences and administrative practices in the Euro-MENA region, and the ability to transform and exchange them among the countries. His Highness Said Asad bin Tariq Al Said called youth to exert their best efforts and utilize available opportunities and educational attainment to face future challenges. He urged to the necessity of the Union self-development, upgrade quality in performance, and achieving people's satisfaction in terms of public services. Improving the judicial work environment and frameworks of cooperation between judges and their aides, in addition to achieving justice, were the main recommendations of the 7th Conference of the Arab Supreme Court's Chairman, which was hosted by the Sultan, represented by Judiciary Administrative Affairs Council. The conference also came up with a number of recommendations after reviewing the Omani experience along with Arab experiences in this field, namely to reconsider laws of civil procedures, to keep pace with changes and developments, a good selection of judges and preparing them professionally, boosting communication between judiciary authorities and Supreme Courts in Arab countries to exchange expertise, in addition to benefiting from Omani experience as one solution to handle judiciary cases. The Minister of Interior decided that Sunday, 25th of next December, is the voting date for Municipal Council elections of the second term in all election centres approved by the Elections Main Committee in the wilayas of the Sultanate. Election centres will be open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. on the same day, and Sunday, the 18th of December, will be the voting date at embassies of the Sultanate in the GCC countries and the Sultan's Trade Office in Dubai. The Ministry of Interior stressed on the undertaking all preparations and procedures to make elections process successful and provide suitable circumstances to help voters cast their votes to candidates easily. The Omani Society for Writers and Literates organized a ceremony to honor those winning the prizes of best publications and literary works for this year. This honoring came to contribute in the intellectual and literary movements around the Sultanate, as well as motivate and encourage the publication of Omani books, in addition to instill the spirit of competitiveness among the Omani writers and illiterates. The honoring ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Abdulaziz bin Mohammed Al Rawas, advisor to His Majesty the Sultan for Cultural Affairs. Still to come on News Bulletin. The Omani Fine Arts Association organizes the 28th Annual Fine Arts Exhibition for the youth. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The continuous innovative solutions in the field of wastewater treatment provided a great opportunity to benefit from treated water in agriculture and other aspects. The Research Council organized a workshop on the decentralized wastewater management in Muscat to further discuss the strategic decisions regarding the project of establishment of a station for training and research in water treatment as well as wastewater management. This field is considered significant in the Sultanate as the treated water can be used for various purposes as recommended by the World Organization. The National Committee of Bioethics conducted the 7th forum under the title Organ Donation Between Medical Needs and Ethical Issues, which was held this morning at Sultan Qaboos University under the auspices of His Excellency Isa bin Hamad Al Azri and Secretary of the Ministry of Justice. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai.
In an effort to work towards establishing a program for organ donation and transplant in the Sultanate, the National Committee of Bioethics gathered in their 7th forum with a comprehensive vision to prepare national strategic draft for this important life-saving initiative.
This is a very, very important symposium, as the other previous symposium. As we have mentioned, this is the 7th one. And each one of them have been very fruitful in having national guidelines. We are now having a national document for DNR, do not resuscitate, a national document. And here, as far as this symposium is concerned, it's very, very crucial for Omanis, whereby we have got a very high number of people on dialysis. For example, we have 1,300 patients who had done kidney transplant. 1,300 patients. Out of this, 75% are from overseas, went outside and came back with very severe complications.
The forum commenced this morning in the presence of Saudi experts who presented and discussed their experiences with the National Committee and came out with a viable recommendation, some of which: to establish national high-level multi-sectorial coordination body for organ donation and transplantation, develop structured and targeted awareness program for organ donation and transplantation, develop national registry for organ donation and transplantation, establish national priority waiting list for organ transplantation.
We have 40 to 50 children on dialysis who needs donors. We don't have donors. So the purpose of this symposium is to create awareness so that we are going to establish our own in-house laws as far as kidney organ donation is concerned, so that we boost our intake so that we don't have commercialized problems.
It's worth mentioning that clinical organ transplantation has been recognized as one of the most gripping medical advances of the century, as it provides a way of giving the gift of life to patients with terminal failure of vital organs, which require the participation of other human beings and society by donating from deceased or living individuals. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubai, Sultanate of Oman Television.
The final master plan of the AlJaber college facilities was the main aspect discussed during the 18th main committee meeting. The committee discussed undergraduate programs in the field of crafts, including porcelain, textiles, woodwork, leather and metal arts. This discipline will provide the craft sector in the Sultanate with highly qualified graduates in the craft arts. The specialized craft courses will develop skills, abilities and knowledge of workers in the craft sector, which will enable such a wide range of workers in the Sultanate, estimated by more than 24,000 craftsmen engaged in various types of arts and practices of craft industries. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Saud Al-Bimani, Vice Chancellor of Sultan Qaboos University. Within the framework of the activities of the 4th Omani Dates Festival, a number of male and female entrepreneurs met with the specialists in the agricultural sector. The meeting, which was held in Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry in the Wilaya of Nizwa, discussed some challenges faced to develop producing and manufacturing dates in the Sultanate. It's worth mentioning that the Omani dates market will be open tomorrow in Nizwa and will be organized by the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth in collaboration with the Public Authority for SMEs Development, Riyadh. The Omani Fine Arts Association organized the 20th annual Fine Arts exhibition for the youth. Around 90 artistic works were presented during the event. The exhibition came with the aim to make this field more active in the Sultanate, as well as to develop youth capabilities and skills in this field. The works displayed in the event varied among drawing, sculpture, colorful portraits and other themes. It was also considered an opportunity for Omani artists to meet with others and exchange expertise, in addition to learn new updates in this field. The Municipal Council in the Governorate of Brahimi held 8th meeting of this year. The Council discussed a number of topics related to the reviving Hamas's archaeological area. Members of the Council reviewed the agreement signed between the Ministry of Heritage and Culture and the Brahimi University on the plans of the restoration of archaeological area. The agreement includes 3 stages related to the historical authentication of Hamas archaeological area and defining geographical range of it. It's worth mentioning that Al-Hamasa area includes old souks, houses and schools of memorizing Holy Quran. The Council also highlighted a number of economic and municipal issues related to the governorate. Activating the role of sports clubs in the wilayas of the Governorate of North Baltina topped discussions of the 8th meeting of the Municipal Council. This stems from the Council belief that the role of these clubs in improving sports skills and capabilities of the Omani youth. The Council also discussed challenges facing the owners of the school buses, namely the contracts amount with the Ministry of Sports Affairs, in addition to equip them with modern security devices that are needed in the school buses. The Ministry of Manpower celebrated the graduation of a new batch of male and female students of the College of Technology in the Wilaya of Al-Musanna. The number of scientific and administration specializations. The ceremony included graduation of 536 male and female students in 6 specializations of bachelor and diploma degrees. The ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Hamad bin Saeed Al-Aufi, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth for Fisheries Wealth. In order to preserve Omani traditions, the annual festival for domestic camel races started in the wilaya of Al-Musanna in the Governorate of South Al-Batna. The event was organized by Oman Camel Racing Federation in cooperation with the private sector. The 3-day race included 36 rounds. The event witnessed a huge participation from members of the society as well as those interested in such activities from the youth. The race, which witnessed competitiveness in this first day, came to encourage camel races competitions and to revive Omani heritage. Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultan, clear skies will prevail over most of the governorates with chances of clouds accumulation over the higher mountains. Low clouds and fog early in the morning and late at night are expected in the governorate of South Sharqiya and Wusta. Winds will be north to northeasterly to moderate over the coast of the Sea of Oman, while along the rest of the coast it will be south to southeasterly to moderate, and seas will be slight along the most of the coast with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultan of Oman television. Before we enter our bulletin, here are the main points once again. Condolences of His Majesty the Sultan on the death of Sheikh Khalifa bin Hamad Al Thani are conveyed by His Highness Sheikh bin Tariq Al Said. The Joint Arab and European Conference on Public Administration focuses on enhancing cooperation and exchanging expertise among government bodies. Improving the judicial work environment and achieving justice, top recommendations of the 7th Conference of Arab Supreme Court's chairman. And the 25th of December is decided to be the voting date of municipal elections of the second term. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin from all of us here in the newsroom and the studios. Thanks for watching. Good night.